don't have an account. There is no way for them to receive any money. It's all paid directly from the accounting officer of the public office of the presidency, the president's office, right? To office of the president. To, for example, if they're buying zinc sheets to Gafours or National Hardware or stores, shops.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Minister.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Honorable Member.
The reason I ask is because last year on the same line item, it was disaggregated as given money to that specific to men on mission from this particular line item. So that is why just to provide clarity of my request for that. It's there in the answer that I extracted.
So two things about that. Okay, hang on. Children, calm down. Two things about that. One, we're dealing with this year's budget. Last year, but as you raise it, I think it's important for us to address it. Last year was $48,000, and what I'm advised by the REO, it was for training of young boys or some counseling with small children. But I am saying to you that the way Men on Mission is dealt with, and that is indisputable, is that the sum is allocated to the office of the president, and any payment made, any purchase made, any procurement done is done directly from there with service providers. There's no agency budgetarily called Men on Mission. It may be allocated for their use, but that usage in terms of procurement is done by office of the president.
Thank you, Minister. The Honorable Member, Ms. Beverly Cornelius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Line item 6242, maintenance of building. Mr. Chair, can the Honorable Minister list the specific buildings that are scheduled to be maintained under this allocation, and for each building state, one, the nature of the work to be undertaken, and two, the estimated cost per building. Thank you.
Minister?
So there are general repairs to the living quarters at Cotton Field, the living quarters on the Naming, living quarters at Cotton Field Radio Station, the RDC boardroom, kitchen and washrooms, State House, back and front buildings, washrooms at the local government department, yeah, around that.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you.
Honorable
Mr.
Member,
Chair.
Ms. Halley.
One question, sir. There is 6133. There's an increase from 8.5 to $11 million for this line item. And based on what is said here for staffing details, is one increase. So can the Honorable Minister state what this increase is for?
Honorable
And how many
Minister.
percent?
To cater for two accounts clerk, two.
Thank you, Minister.
Three.
Who are going to be appointed as assistant accountants.
Those will be contracted employees?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member, Mr. Ruknarain.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In volume 2, in the indicator 7, it's showing another village will be added for internet service with the Amarina villager community. Could the Honorable Minister just indicate which community that will be? For this year, that's a target.
Honorable Minister.
Which line are we looking at?
No, in the volume 2, page 324, the indicators. You have 10 Amarina villages or communities, and you're targeting one more to close off the 11.
So Karawab is a satellite, and we've included Manawaran. Now, I'd spoken earlier about us building a secondary school at Manawaran. In the river divides Manawaran into Region 2 and Region 1. Right, you're from the Pomeroon. I just remember that because I was wondering why you're asking me questions on Region 2. So this is to do, to include Manawaran on the Region 2 side and Kanawara.
Thank you,
Not
Mr. Chair.
unusual, right? Because you have Riverview and the Essequibo is Region 10.
No, I was just surprised, sir, because they don't go anywhere. Like, I know that, but I was surprised that he knew that.
Honorable Minister, I heard you say, calm down to the children. They're okay now?
It sounds so, sir.
Okay.
Sounds so.
Honorable members, I now put the question that the sum stated for program 721, current expenditure, stands part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ayes have it. Sum stated stands part of the estimates. Honorable members, let us turn to page 557. And I propose the question that the sum stated for program 731, capital, stands part of the estimates. Mr. Rupnarain.
Mr. Chair, thank you. A simple disaggregation of the sum allocated for program 2503,000. As I noticed, it's a significant reduction to 3.5 million as opposed to 33 million last year.
Minister?
So I'd be happy to tell the honorable member what's happening this year under this line item. So we are going to be rehabilitating the regional store area for at Anna Regina. That's a rollover project. And then the new projects are electrical installation at RDC at Cottonfield, electrical installation at the RDC at Cottonfield again. More electrical works at the RDC at Cotton Field, and electrical works at the RDC at Cotton Field
Thank you, Minister.
in 9 different lots.
Honorable members, I now put a question that the sum stated for program 731, capital expenditure, stands part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ayes have it. Sum stated now stands part of the estimates. Let us turn to page 372 and 3. And I propose the question that the sum stated for agencies 72, program 722, agriculture, current expenditure, stands part of the estimates. Honorable member, Mr. Rupnarain.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Line item 6253, the maintenance of drainage D&I works. By chance, can the honorable minister indicate if any of these work will encompass any of the canals within the Pomeroon River?
Minister?
Yes, please. So this is for manual maintenance of trenches, totaling 1,008 kilometers of trenches that would provide efficient drainage to about just under 6,000 rice farmers, 1,000 other crop farmers, and approximately 53 residents of the region. I'd remind you that you won't see drainage and irrigation dealt with only by Region 2 or by the Ministry of Local Government. The NDIA would most likely be catering for drainage works in NDIA and other agencies in Region 2 also.
Question that is honorable member, Ms. Cornelius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. With relation to that same line item, 6253, what measures are funded to address crop loss due to flooding?
Honorable Minister.
This same answer that I gave earlier, but out of regard for the people from Region 2 who will be watching, who may not have been interested in what I said for Region 1, empoldering farmlands, climate smart agriculture, seasonal crop planting, what's in season, what's likely to get flooded and damaged, what's not, shade housing, and revetments. We're putting in larger drainage tubes also across the region and dredging across the region.
Thank you,
Minister.
Honorable Minister. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member, Mr. Rupnarain.
Mr. Chair, just one more question. Can the honorable an indicator for it for volume 2, indicator 23? It shows that you have a target of adding another shade house in region 2. Can the honorable minister indicate where that will be added?
Honorable Minister.
It's being constructed by NARI at the NARI location.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable members, I now put a question.
Mr.
Honorable Member, Mr. Mahiford.
Sir, just to follow up on this drainage and irrigation work, may I ask the Honorable Minister, what is the rate that they're paying at for this manual labor? To the cleaning the drains, drains across the region?
Honorable Minister.
The minimum would be $85 per rod, and the maximum is $160 per rod.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Member, Ms. Cornelius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, with reference to Volume 2, page 326, Indicator 20, which speaks to the distribution of relief aid, can the Honorable Minister state what formal system or framework will be implemented to ensure that relief supplies are distributed equitably and bias-free?
Honorable Minister.
This particular REO, as soon as she sat, she said, please remember agriculture is interagency, especially if it comes to the indicators. And what she means is what I've been saying for the whole afternoon, that the Ministry of Local Government, you'll see allocations onto the central ministry, you'll see allocations onto the regions. But there are main mother ministries, agriculture, health, education, that are also spending in these regions, sometimes in the billions of dollars. So this is does not cater for all the agricultural works that will be done in Region 2.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a follow-up question.
Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, can the Honorable Minister confirm whether a verified beneficiary list will be compiled prior to distribution, and whether this list will include names, address, and signatures to ensure transparency? Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
So there's data gathering that's happening by the field staff, agricultural field staff, whether it's GLDA, fisheries, NARI, whoever. Now, there are two schools of thought on the publication of information. One, the luncheon-esque one, which I like. Once it's largest from the state, it should be there for the public to see and know. And another one that says people's information is private, and you'd have to get their permission before you publish what they're receiving, especially if it's in cash, because that includes a whole set of security issues and social issues, people wanting what you have within the family and causing rife and so on. So I guess, but the information is available.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Chair.
Minister. Honorable members, I now put the question that the sum stated for Program 722, Agriculture Current Expenditure, stands part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ayes have it. The sum stated now stands part of the estimates. Let us turn to page 557. And I propose a question that the sum stated for Program 732, Capital Expenditure, stands part of the estimates. The Honorable Member, Ms. Beverly Cornelius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kind of Minister, the Honorable Minister, sorry, the surrogate, this sum allotted under 30-00700, miscellaneous drainage and irrigation.
Yes, construction of an irrigation check at Queenstown Waterhouse for $9 million. The construction of a tail wall at Larry Source for $14 million. The construction of a tail wall at Johanna Cecilia for $14 million. The construction of a tail wall at Bounty Hall for $14 million. The construction of a culvert at Lima for $9 million. The construction of a culvert at Adventure for $9 million. Construction of a tail wall at On the Naming for $10 million. Construction of a box culvert at JC, Johanna Cecilia and Golden Fleece, $9 million. Construction of irrigation structure at Devonshire Castle, $14 million. Construction of a regulator at Dartmouth, $14 million. Construction of a washroom facility at Devonshire Castle, 1.5. Construction of a washroom facility at On the Naming, 1.5. Construction of washroom facilities at Dartmouth, Coffee Grove, Lima Sands, all at 1.5. Construction of revetment at Lima, All-Weather Road, $12 million. Construction of revetment at Hampton Court, Sea Sluice, $12 million. Construction of revetment at Dry Shore, $9 million. Purchasing of HDPE tubes at $10 million. All give or take a couple thousand.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable members, I now put the question that the sum stated for Program 732 Capital Expenditure stands part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Sorry, I've been saying region. Yes, sorry. So I just need, but Minister, you've been answering on region 2, right? Yes. So that is just for correctness. Put the four heads which are for region 2, and that is for agency 72, program 721 current and capital, program 722 current and capital, that the sums stated herein for these four heads stand part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ayes have it. The sum stated for these two programs under agency 72 stand part of the estimates. Honorable members, let us go to pages 360 and 61. And I propose the question that the sum stated for program 723, Public Works current expenditure, stands part of the estimates. Honorable member, Mr. Rupenwayne. Honorable members, I now put a question that the sum stated for program 723, current expenditure, stand part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Sum stated now stands part of the estimates. Honorable members, let's turn to capital, page 555. And I propose a question that the sum stated for program 723 capital stands part of the estimates. The honorable member, Ms. Beverly Cornelius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Line item 11000300, ongoing. Mr. Chair, can the Honorable Minister provide an update on the construction, rehabilitation, and maintenance of roads and bridges within Region 2, and specifically state the number of roads and bridges completed in 2025?
Honorable Minister,
So I can't state for Region 2 because through the Ministry of Public Works, for example, in 2026, they have more than $40 billion that will be spent on community roads and bridges. And so it's very difficult for me to, because you're asking a question that says, could I say which roads were built in Region 2? I can tell you which roads are going to be built in Region 2 under the region, because that's what I'm answering for today. But I
Yes.
don't want you to think it's
that's
the
what you're
only
answering
thing.
for, Honorable
Region
Minister.
2, Region 2.
So construction of, for rollover, we have a construction of reinforced concrete bridge at Golden Fleece, a construction of a reinforced concrete bridge at Kapui. And then for new projects, there'll be a reinforced concrete bridge at Columbia, at Jib, at Adventure, at Paradise, at Lima,
No, this is the right code. This is the right code. Yeah, she called this code.
at Cotton Field, the School of Agriculture at Anna Regina Market Street, at Lima Sideline Dam, and at Danielstown.
Thank you, Minister.
Follow-up
Go ahead, Honorable
question,
member.
Mr. Chair. I haven't noticed Limasan. Can I have an update on the Limasan access bridge?
Go from the access bridge. Options is mainstay because it is mainstay is already awarded on the public works.
Lima stands at Mainstay.
Yeah, Limasan.
That's
yeah,
awarded
yeah.
under the Public Works, Ministry of Public Works.
Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable member, Mr. Rupnarine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 240-1600, I see there is a provision for a boating engine. May I ask the Honorable Minister, where is that boating engine being, which village will be benefiting from that?
For both, as well as the engine.
Yes.
It is to monitor D&I works, drainage and irrigation works, through canals and so on in the region.
Mr. Chairman, the Honorable Minister indicate this size of the outboard engine?
15 horsepower for a 14 feet by 4 boats. You don't want them to go zipping through the canal. They got to monitor it, go slowly, see, check, you know.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Okay. Sure. Or Sanjeev. Honorable members, sorry for that interruption. I now put a question. Sorry, Ms. Cornelius, honorable member,
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A follow-up on the same line item. Does this line item provides the construction or rehabilitation of ports and or wharves, like the
Sure.
Supernam Port?
Yeah, yeah, origin.
This is land and water,
Okay, thank you.
vehicles for land.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you, Minister. Honorable members, can I now put the head? And I put a question that the sum stated for program 723 capital stands part of the estimates. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ayes have it. The sum stated now stands part of the estimates. Let us turn to pages 362 and 363. It always called division. Honorable members, I propose a question that the sum stated for program 724, education, current expenditure stands part of the estimates. Honorable member, Ms. Cornelius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Line item 6283, cleaning and extermination allocation. Mr. Chair, can the minister state whether schools in Region 2 will be provided with sanitary disposal bins?
Honorable Minister.
So I heard your um, HM for Sparta, so I can see your uh, interest here. Yes, there will be provisions made for garbage disposal in the sum of $11 million and then sanitary units in the sum of 1.8. But I also want to remind you that each school is getting, for the first time, I mean, we started it 2 years ago, to school grants, where per child on the coast, you get $4,500 per child to be able to buy whatever it is you think you need in the school as teachers that will allow you to better deliver education according to the non-academic standards. So you don't have to depend on this alone. You also have that school grant, which you can use and which I know you would tell the nation has come in very useful for you to get your material in a timely way at the quality and quantity you want. And so you can use that also for bins and so on.
Okay, thank you, Minister, but I was actually referring to the service that would have been provided, like let us say Rent-A-Kill and those services that will normally have these sanitary bins, if it
Yes.
can be allocated here.
And I said yes, I said 1.824
Thank you.
is going to be allocated for that.
Thank you.
It's a primary school. Yes.
Honorable